SGA did not look like the MVP last night.
Like you said, Kane, let's shift over to you. Spurs looked like they were controlled for most of that game. Thunder had some opportunities to take control, but Wemby hit that big logo three, sent it to that second overtime. Like I said, 9 points in that second overtime to help lift the victory. What were your biggest takeaways from that game?
Biggest takeaways we need that the Spurs are, like Wemby said, they're ready for the moment. They're young, they are inexperienced as far as
What's up?
postseason play, but like you said, their effort makes up for that. When you play hard all the time, you give yourself a chance on the road.
You about to eat soon?
No, thing.
What you eating again?
Chicken.
Chicken and... Oh, that's it?
Probably not.
Oh!
Oh.
That. Like I said, that mac, that steak, sweet potato, and that mac. Yeah.
Again, once again, you're doing the thing for 47, 48 minutes last night. It's huge for him and his growth moving forward. San Antonio is first in the record. Aaron Fox, brother, the other left-hand boy, get your job. They got it. That's all. You sit down and play on the game. I think the best. That shows working with him, man. But then there's 1-2 out there. I like him. Chet. It's your big boy dance on that. You should be embarrassed that the game is and it's Caruso going. You're the only person out there that can reach the ball with nobody else. As they're applying to you. You're the only person out there that has a chance. You gotta grow up, Romain too, Chet. Because this man coming for your scalp. And you gotta be home in your game 2 on the floor. Scary in San Antonio. They won. They play well on that floor. So, yeah, and you can't have just 3 guys scoring.
Steal the gate!
That's Russo playing well. The rest of the groups, they forced to make sure. Yeah, it was a great overall basketball game. Postseason play. And I enjoyed every minute of it. I enjoyed the competition of it. And there's one particular play that stands out. I think cost OKC the game. And Shea decided not to pass the ball to Caruso after he was running with him. Final rubber layup. San Antonio can't go down the score. So that play was them two. They would went up like 4 The Spurs are there. They're ready.
This nigga scared, man.
He's a great defensive ball thing, but things he did.
You lost, so
Play
see.
games under moves he made.
This nigga running away instead of fighting. Damn.
Yeah, I was still impressed, man, with his effort, with the Spurs' effort.
You lost, so
Game too, man. So good luck, okay.
Spurs defense out Thunder starters like 35% on the field. Chet, like you mentioned, 8 points, 8 rebounds.
Acceptable. Acceptable. Both sides of the ball. You're not going to think that you only have 7 points. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, just
Chet. Got it. Forward tomorrow. You're the tallest one out there. They got a chance of reaching it.
are you okay?
You captured Zone C.
It's hit. Are you
Be necessary. Unleash.
Shift over to the conference big. That game. Spurs, youngest team. Youngest starting lineup. Playoff pitch. Conference finals game one. Full territory. Defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. SGA getting his second straight MVP trophy. We were a big takeaway. The Spurs getting that double overtime.
I mean, if anything, it reminds me of when Hakeem Olajuwon went to San Antonio when David Robinson was MVP, and he showed up in that series. That whole series looked different. Last night, they were but he showed up. Shout out to St. Brian. He was 13 minutes in, like on the score sheet, but he was 10 points. Defending on the was amazing. I think the Lakers, they said, right before how they were doing against SGA. Spurs, they were when they can get it for a team. They had better guard than short. It was credit to Lakers. That's how they like SGA's
You lost Zone C.
Honestly, both teams shot more than I mean, you think about it. Shot, both teams only shot more than some shot really showed that so gonna really die. You know, scoring this night. I can see this hurt. Somebody else is gonna step up. Other than that, man, it's just so he has a lot of different watching SGA win MVP.
You captured Zone C.
Type shit.
You're trained in electrical and electronics in just 1 year versus 10 minutes to learn the ins and outs of systems used in tactical manufacturing. Hands-on training for
Incontinent.
Team shot 40 from the Spurs, 27-29 from the free throw line in that game, 93%. Spurs, Thunder
Yeah, I'm joking. I spent the first 18 years of my life sitting here from home. And I do love this version of the Thunder as opposed to the first version of KD and these broken heart, unlovable. But it is my turn now. And
It's my turn.
so I tweeted just before tip-off last night, to your point, that this was a great spot for Victor Wembanyama because he had to, or he got to watch SGA get presented a trophy that he deeply, badly thought that he deserved. And that's what happened last night. He said, watch this, Mr. SGA. He didn't like Chet either because he and Chet have been rivals since they were 8 years of age. And it was his
You
moment
captured Zone A.
to be not only inspired, just to play with this. And even then he was, you guys all point out, because that was by far the most
You captured Zone C.
wire fire I've seen that young man play with. Where usually he's got a stretches of the game where he fades, he gets a little tired, whatever. He was on fire from start to finish of that game. He played the most physical basketball I have ever seen him play. And I did take him to task for game one losing at home to the Timberwolves when he went 0 of 8 from 3 and 7 of 25 from 4 and just drifted outside. He didn't command the paint in the way he commanded it last night because he took over the paint. As Josiah pointed out, the points in the paint took just 52 to 38. That's the story. And the point is 61 to 4 in San Antonio. Thunder got bullied in their backyard. I also pointed out in that tweet just before that Oklahoma City has a pattern now that we've seen in the playoffs. We saw it twice last year, where they have a week off and they come out and just flat listen, out of sync, and clumsy, whatever you call it. Can't get in here for game one. What happened last year when Joker came to call in Oklahoma City?
Lost Zone C.
Game one, they lost to Joker, and they fell behind in that series 2 games to 1. They won it to 7. What happened in NBA Finals last year? Game 1, they lost to Halliburton and company, and they fell behind 2 games to 1 in that series and came back and won it in 7. The Thunder will come back and win this series in 7 games because that's just the way they are, and I love it that
You capture
you're
Zone
glowing
A.
today, and you deserve to glow for 1 day, but it is just 1 game. Because I need for the Thunder to hear for 48 hours how they got pumped in their building. They need to hear for 48 hours how they have no answer for the alien. They need to hear for 48 hours that women young
Your team is breaking.
on them at the end of the game. You see Holmes look for the ball. This shot was spotlight. I did this. Yep, I did for 2 games. And you made the shots.
You captured Zone A.
I immediately tweeted, I said, I've never seen anything.
Your team rallied.
He pulls up on kind of a semi-break and shoots a 30-footer to tie the game. Are you kidding me? It's the same guy who shot 35% during the regular season from 3, which ranked 112th in the NBA. So I can live with that. I'll live with game 2. If it comes to game 2 and he takes a 30-foot 3 to tie the game at the end of regulation, I'll live with it. And they will live with that. And they'll live with it game 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. He ain't going to make that very important. But he made that one, and I give it to you that he made that one, and that was his nights in SGA. I'll give SGA and SGA for that game because by his standards,
You lost Zone A.
back-to-back MVPs, buddy, you sucked last night because that was the worst first half he's played in 3 years. He was first half. It's just put yourself at home with that team. You let them momentum, get confidence, and you're going to have a long, hard night. And I'm glad you brought up De'Aaron Fox because, I thought I'd hear, oh, well, I didn't have De'Aaron. No, they did have De'Aaron Fox times 2. They had that kid who, he is really fearless. And those numbers that you read off across the board, including 7 steals. Remember, he's 6'5", and De'Aaron's, they say 6'3". He doesn't look 6'3", maybe 6'2"-ish, right? Okay. But Dylan Harper is the truth already at age 20. And you had 2 big truths last night. The